One night I was playing Databrawl, but something went a bit wrong. However, I almost became Japanese when I seen that cursed Databrawl thing. At at April 1st, 2020, I realized that Databrawl was renamed to Joke Brawl Don't Play. When I joined that server, everything was cursed as hell. Nearly everything on Databrawl had a strange decal. Like, what is this image? It decided that it was a character of Triumph since I have a contribution rank, but then my character was covered in sour cream. I was sweating so loud that I needed a face mask to stop sweating. Then I changed my character to muscle board, but then my character was instead a flat brick with a decal that looked like this image. I decided to stop playing for a while and let my ego go hoodie get on as soon as possible. I rejoined and it was basically the same holy image that it was this image. I'm sorry if I overused it, but then I immediately left and I will never play Data Brawl again, not even in my whole damn life. And that, my little pretties, was a Data Brawl. A Data Brawl funny pasta. I guess you could say it's Roblox, because I don't know why, if it's is Roblox or not. Maybe it is. I'm not really sure. And yeah, my final thoughts on the story. I gotta be completely honest. This one was actually a pretty interesting funny pasta. And I know it says meant to be a funny pasta, so it is actually pretty good for what it is. It's a pretty well made story. Now, this was written by StickOfGlory. So, yeah, StickOfGlory, thank you so much for reading this story. Well, sending it to me. This was awesome. Really enjoyed this story. So, what did I actually think of this story? Now, this story was actually pretty interesting for what it is. It actually provided pretty good funny detail in when it came to this. Now, there's only a few things I could say that I wasn't a fan of. There's only one main thing, but I'm going to get to that in a little bit. Overall, I found this story to be rather funny, really well made and detailed. Even though it's a short pasta, I'm going to say it was a short pasta. Nevertheless, it was a very short pasta. I could wish it was maybe longer, but other than that, it's actually a pretty good story for what it is. It actually provided pretty good detail and concept. I really liked it. It actually was pretty well made in detail. I could wish that maybe it was a little longer. Maybe that way it would be more enjoyable if it was a little longer. But it's still a pretty funny pasta. Like, it's not a crap pasta. No, I'm not saying it's crap. I'm saying it's actually pretty good for what it is. Although I do wish that it was a little longer. So, about that. But other than that, I'm just gonna sit here and say that it's actually a pretty interesting story. Really well made in detail. Now, although I could definitely say that, somebody is going on a server called Joker Brawl. I think this is on Roblox, but I'm not really sure. I think it might have been on Roblox. Maybe it was, but I'm not really sure because it kind of didn't explain if it was on Roblox. And that's one thing that I kind of wanted to point out is like, if this is from Roblox or something, there has to be an explanation on why that's the case. But anyways, with that being said, there just needs to be a little bit more explanation. That's one thing I'm going to say. There just needs to be a little bit of explanation as to why that's the case. I'm not trying to sit there and sound like a, hypocrite or anything like that, but I could definitely say that this story actually provided pretty good detail with this. I actually am saying that this one is pretty good for what it is. So I definitely have to say it was pretty funny. Now, anyway, I'm going to sit here and say that this story actually had a great concept going for. It actually was pretty funny in my opinion. Like, I know there was some parts of it that were kind of was, I guess you could say didn't really explain that much, but I could definitely say, a lot of funny pastas or troll pastas for that matter do tend to, go out of their way and not make a whole lot of sense. But, just to be fair, I'm really, confused at the fact that, there's like this kind of stuff for what I'm trying to get at. Basically, what I'm trying to get at is that, there were some places in the pasta that didn't really make a whole lot of sense, so I was quite confused a few parts because some of it really didn't make a whole lot of sense, but others kind of did make sense at some points. But it's still a pretty good. Well, it's a pretty good concept. I'm not gonna lie. This one was actually pretty funny. Now, anyway, I would wish that maybe it was a little longer, because then that way we would have an explanation, so to speak, as to, maybe just a little bit longer just to give like a good, concept or something to it. Like, I really would wish that this one was a little longer. Maybe the story could be just a little longer. But other than that, I actually found this pasta to be quite hilarious. I know it didn't really make a whole lot of sense. Like, I mean, not a lot of funny pastas do have to make a whole lot of sense, which I'm not gonna lie, like, not every single funny pasta has to sit there and make, a whole lot of sense. Like, not every single curry pasta does that. Like, I mean, you could write a good curry pasta or funny pasta, and it doesn't have to make a whole lot of sense. Like, if you get what I'm saying, you probably will know. Anyways, I think I have to say that the story actually provided pretty good. Well, it's a pretty good concept. I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty good for what it is. It's funny, really well made. Definitely have to say it had a really good going for. So I guess I kind of explained, what I liked about it. And the only thing I didn't really care for it that much, mainly is because, well, I guess you could definitely say the ending could have been expand a little bit better. Well, not better, but like a little more. And the story could be, read a little more. That's just what I think. I'm not trying to sit there and sound, well, you could definitely say, hey, be anything. But anything with that matter, the story actually does provide something. So, of course, with that being the case and with that being said, yeah, I guess I kind of explained, everything about it. I actually, kind of, well, I guess you could say I kind of already explained what I, did like about it and what I didn't like about it, but the only thing I could really, wish that this was true, I could wish that the story maybe had a good explanation to why that's the case. Like, I really wish that this story could have like a little bit of an explanation. Like not really an explanation, but I could wish that this one was a little longer. That's the only thing I would say that I wasn't, a fan of. But other than that, I could definitely say that right now that this story actually provided pretty good detail. Even though it was a short funny pasta or troll pasta, not gonna lie, it was short, but it was still pretty good. So anyways, I guess I kind of explained with that, and with that being the case and with that being said, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and, wrap up this review. So anyways, I'm gonna wrap up this review. I think there's not really much I have to say because, well, it's obvious. But anyways, let me wrap up this real quick. For one, what did I actually like about this story? Now, to be completely fair, the story itself was, okay. Well, it was pretty funny. It was pretty good, not gonna lie. I did wish it was like a little more expanded, but other than that, it's a pretty well-made story. So that is definitely, something I'm gonna sit there and say. But I guess you could definitely say that this one actually had a pretty good concept. But other than that, it's a pretty good one. Now, I guess that's kind of all I have to say. I don't really have anything much to say about this now. So I'm going to go ahead and, wrap up the review. Now, anyways, like I'm going to say right now, and like I always continue to say, this is simply my own personal opinion, and if you happen to disagree with me, that's fine too. We're all entitled to our own opinions regards to these creepypastas, and this is simply my own personal thoughts. My final rating of this story, I definitely have to say it's a 8 out of 10. I'm giving this troll pasta an 8 out of 10 is because, one, I do wish it was a little longer, like a bit longer funny pasta. I do wish that it was a little longer. And another thing I could definitely say that I really wish that would be the case is maybe if the story kind of explained a little bit in detail, if it was like a Roblox story or what, because it's just Databrawl, I'm just going to leave it as that. But anyways, I guess with that being the case, with that being said, This troll pasta was actually pretty funny. I did have to take multiple reads though, but other than that, it was a pretty good story. So anyway, I'm gonna sit here and say this right now. What did you guys think about this? Well, you could definitely say creepypasta or troll pasta, whatever you prefer. Did you all enjoy it? Did you not? Also, what you have done personally to help make this story a lot better? Leave me know what your thoughts are down in the comment section down below. I'm the Queen of Lions. Thank you so much for watching today's episode. And if you happen to be brand new here on this channel, be sure to like, comment, subscribe because I make brand new videos every single day. Don't forget to ring the notification bell to when I upload, so then that way you guys will not miss an upload. And as always, please roll the outro because I'm out.